All right, I wanted to go through my trading day using MRite Inc. indicators, and specifically today's trading day. And today is Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. The indicators I'll be using primarily are QQQ and SPY price levels, MW, magic order blocks, MW, multi VWAP, and the ATR bands, Keltner Channels, SRSI, and wick signals. So I'm going to start a replay. I already have the replay queued up to go to the beginning of the trading day. We're on SPY, 5 minute. And I wanted to just walk through, actually today I had a good trading day, and really it was all about these price levels and order blocks. I have videos available on YouTube describing the 4 indicators that I just described. You can see them at MRite Trading on YouTube. So I'm not going to go too far into detail explaining each one, but I will just kind of briefly go over them. The magic order blocks, what that does is that it captures the level of the bar that preceded a big move. So down on the bottom of my screen, you'll see an order block that was formed on 2024 November 12th at 1320. So that was right here. And so that will be a support, or we can expect that to be a support of some kind. But additionally, I have these SPY price levels that show prices of SPY in increments of $2.50, which in my experience, I've never seen this discussed anywhere. I don't know if there is any kind of research into it or what, but I know that from what I've seen, these $2.50 increments are always important on SPY. So I'm going to start the replay and we can see what happened during the day. I have it at half speed. So let's press play. So now, okay, we're approaching the beginning of the trading day. And let's see, 9 o'clock. Okay. And 9:30 is coming up. We formed an order block at the top here. And we see that SPY, let me hit pause. A new order block was formed on this candle that preceded this descent of 3 candles, 3 consecutive red candles. And that we can expect to be a resistance at some point in the future, just like we can expect this order block to be some type of support in the future. So now I'm just waiting. Oh, and also this 597.50. I'm expecting that to act as either support or resistance. I've noticed that the first time it hits one of these $2.50 increments during the trading day, you'll get a response. And because I'm usually doing day trading, even a 50-cent response means a lot when you're trading options. So if I know that it's going to hit this and drop 40 or 50 cents, then I can get in or set a limit order right at these levels. So I'm going to hit play again. And we'll watch this there. So there you see it hit this order block, bounce back up. Let's see what happened next. Play, bam, blasted right through the order block. But what happened? It hit right on the nose. It hit this SPY price level at 595, and then jumped right back up. So this is why I keep these around, because stuff like this happens all the time. Here's not a two, it's actually a $5 increment. And if I want it, I can change, let's see, QQQ and SPY price levels. Here I can have it show $5 increments, $10 increments. And the way that would look is this. So you can see $10, $5, $2.50. And so this price dropped down to this and shot right back up, and actually respecting this and this order block that had formed earlier. Let's go price chart only. Okay, let's continue. And I did get in on this trade as it when it hit this 595, or right a little bit after it hit this 595. I got in on a call, and most other indicators will not tell you that this is a time to buy. You might see in a quick overbought signal or something on an RSI, but in general, there's nothing that I've found that can tell you that this is the exact point in which to make a buy. So I did pretty good on that one. Let's hit play. So the order blocks that are showing will only show the bearish order blocks above the current price and the bullish order blocks below the current price. So it'll only show support below the current price and resistance above the current price. That's why you see them flopping around, because once it goes below that, then we need to know where the next support will be if the price is going down. We'll start it again. Now here I also got in on a trade because here after it bounced back up to this 595, it began to respect this order block, which is a pretty big order block. What these bars mean, let's see, this is order blocks. I'm sorry, this is magic order blocks. So this is showing we're going to using ATRs instead of the consecutive candles in the label indicator. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ATR move is what caused this order block. And now is this big bar, these 3 bars here. That caused this order block. So what that means is that somebody or some entity or some investment group came in and made a big purchase right at this price point. And as we hit this over and over and over again on that 5-minute on this 5-minute chart, it was respected. And so the last time I got in, because it looked like it was going to hold up, and you see higher body lows on each of these candles. So I got in, got a nice little trade right there also. So let's continue. Oh, and so going forward, this is what I'm looking at. This order block down here for support, and also this 597.50, because now I'm expecting price to go back up here, touch that, come down. It may blast past it, but not after it does a little pullback when it hits it. So that's what I was expecting. And I actually got back in on another small trade right here with fewer contracts, because this order block is just being it's just a big giant massive thing. So let's start to play again. And price is going higher and higher. There. So there, I just didn't stop it fast enough, but it hit this 597.50 order block here, or I'm sorry, price level, and then dropped back down. And that's when I got in on a trade, on a put going down. And that was let's see, from 37 cents to 62 cents. So what's that? 37 plus 38, 75. So that's a 75-cent move. So in options world, that's also that's a pretty big move. So I was able to do that trade. But really, you see the pattern. It's these order blocks and these price levels, because there's no other indicator that would tell you that this would make sense as a place to buy, because you see the price moving up. You see the price moving up. If you had the RSI or the MACD, you might see that turning around, but there's nothing telling you, hey, we're starting an uptrend. Do a put right now. And this is kind of a minor. This is other than the fact that this is a pivot point. So this could be considered, you could, if you wanted to consider that as an order block, because this is a pivot, just not a strong pivot because of the consecutive candle. It didn't have the consecutive candles going in the same direction. So let me press play. And there was the bounce off 579.50 again. So after it's done that, it just blasts through it, hits this next order block, and drops back down. I think that was the last trade I got in on, and did nicely on it. Because once it gets into the zone, really what you want is a kind of a deep penetration into this zone. So get it closer to this midline for the order block, and then get your order in. That way, if it kind of hovers around here, if I get in right here and I'm trading options, this move right here could stop me out. But if I get in somewhere up here, knowing that it's likely going to bounce down and then come back, that's a much better move. So here we go, playing it back. And because it's after 11 o'clock, I wasn't really looking to do much else. Try not to trade too much after lunchtime. But we'll go through here and see what happens. So it's hovering around this order block. Not much going on. And price is steadily climbing. And we're at close to all-time highs, so there's not a lot of stuff above as far as order blocks. So here we go. Let's see. All right, that looks like it's a double top forming. And then let's see. Oh, shot down. Oh, we're down back below that order block. Now let's see what happens when it hits 597.50. Bam, there was that little bounce. And then still going down. It does a retest right there on the 597.50. So when it hit here and bounced up, that is the move I'm expecting. When it hit here and then retested and bounced down, that's the type of move I look for. There it is. It went and retested the order block again. There. And that's where it hit the midline perfectly. Get in right there with a limit order and wait for that put. Start it again. It went and retested again. Found the higher order block and just collapsed. And that was the end of the trading day. Now, what's great about these tools is that specifically with QQQ and SPY price levels, is that I often trade futures also. So if I'm looking at the micro E-minis, let's see, let's go to MES, the MESZ 2024. This chart looks pretty much the same. So I can, and it shows me the price levels on SPY. So the prices on MES are in the 6,000 range, 5,900 range. But if I go back and replay, let's see, no, we want to go and select a new bar and go back to the beginning of the trading day. I'm going to speed this up because we already went through it. And press play. So you'll see the same thing happening so now I can see the 597.50 price and the 595 price. So we can, while I'm trading futures, I can see that this was respected, and I can see when this 597.50 there, it just bounced down from there, hit these order blocks. Now, one thing I always have on, which I didn't show, is the VWAP. So sometimes I'll use the just the regular old TradingView provided VWAP, but I can also use the multi VWAP tool, multi VWAP MW, and you can search for that by just typing in multi VWAP MW, selecting one by MRite Inc. Just like with QQQ and SPY price levels, you can go here, select that by typing QQQ and then for the magic order blocks, the same deal. And so I have the VWAP open, and oftentimes you'll see a confluence between either one of these price levels, an order block, and the VWAP, and that's really important. And then sometimes I will shut that down and turn on the ATR wicks, which gives me an EMA. In this case, it's a 21 EMA, and it gives me a direction of the trend with color coding, and it gives me some ATR bands to know when I'm extended. So here you can see this got extended way past the ATR band, and so that gave a lot more weight to the SPY 595 level, because if you're extended way out of the ATR band and you're hitting a price level, there's a good chance there's going to be a correction. And that's exactly what happened. Here you're starting to see it get extended past the ATR band. And here you're seeing all the bounces right along the EMA. So it's respecting this EMA the whole time up. So I'm going to press play. And so we've already seen it respect the bands on, or the order blocks and the SPY price levels. But now we can see how it behaves. And also I should say, with this ATR, let's pause this, we actually got a signal down here saying that this is a buying opportunity. Now, the ATR wick signals aren't necessarily 100% correct all the time. Here, this was a good signal for a short-term position. If you'd have got in on this wick with a really tight stop, low-risk trade, that could have taken you up. See, that's 29.50 to 34.75. So that's about $5, about 5 points. With MES, that's $5 a point. It's $25. If you per contract, you get 10 contracts. It's $250. All right, so let's play. And there you go. It's starting to respect this band. It's feeling, and then it goes back, hits the 21. And then you have a little confluence between the order block and the EMA. But that's it. So I just wanted to share that, show you guys how I use these tools myself. And I hope this helps out with your trading.